And the Indian Sports Network is on the air. Good evening, everybody. This is Kenny Masterson coming to you live from Elsberry High School in Elsberry, Missouri, where we are about to see a varsity boys basketball game between the visiting Bowling Green Bobcats and the hometown Elsberry Indians. We just got done watching a JV game where Bowling Green came out on top of that by a score of 66-33. Now we're going to see the varsity game, and this is going to pit the 13-7 Bowling Green Bobcats against the 2-17. I said 13-7 Bowling Green Bobcats against the 2-17 Elsberry Indians. The Elsberry Indians have not had a successful season this year, and so they're just going to have to finish out the season and build on this, because I think there's only two seniors, I believe, on this team. So almost everybody's going to be coming back, so they can build on this and build a better team for next year. The all-time record over the past few years for Bowling Green and Elsberry is Elsberry 12 wins and Bowling Green 14 wins. The last meeting was just a couple of weeks ago, where on the 28th of January in the Bowling Green tournament, and Bowling Green dealt a loss to Elsberry that night of 64-37. The current streak right now is Bowling Green has 4 wins is the current streak. Just to show a difference in these teams this year, points per game for Elsberry has averaged 33.6 and 50.5 for Bowling Green. The points against is 59.4 for Elsberry and 44 for Bowling Green. So you can see it's pretty well lopsided. So anyway, let's go ahead and move my computer right there. Yeah. Let's go ahead and go over the roster as it was handed to me for the Bowling Green Bobcats. And we have playing for Bowling Green tonight, we have number 0, Deonta Fleming. Number 1, Michael Starks. Number 5, Austin Callahan. Number 15, McCoy Thompson. Number 23, Cameron Worley. Number 24, Drew Bowen. Number 32, Gavin Dieters. Number 33, Charlie Bowen. Number 34, Matt McDonald. Number 35, George Niemeyer. That is the roster for the Bowling Green Bobcats. Now for your hometown Elsberry Indians, we have number 1, Cody Thornhill. Number 2, Joel Mound. Number 3, Trevor Ashing. Number 4, Deshaun Dodson. Number 5, Eli Gladney. Number 10, Bryce Irving. Number 11, Caden Kinsler. Number 12, Kyle Turnbull. Number 14, Colby Twellman. Number 20, Gavin Reller. Can't even read my own printing. 22, Kane Sadler. Number 24, Jake Reimel. Number 44, Gabriel Hill. Although I don't think you'll see him playing tonight. I think I still saw a cast on his arm. Looking down right now, I see him sitting down there. He doesn't have his uniform on. And number 50, Bo Henry, and number 54, Evan Wilson. That is the roster for the Elsberry Indians tonight. So we still have 7.5 minutes before the game starts. Let's throw a few commercials in here.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that, but when it comes to your money, Wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. These days, the concept of value matters more than ever, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Okay, we are back. Right now, we are getting ready to see the starting lineups for the two teams. All right, starting tonight for the Bowling Green Bobcats. I will give it to you as soon as they announce them. Well, you're not going to see it because they're standing up. Number 5, Austin Callahan. Number 23, Cameron Worley. Number 24, Drew Bowen. Number 33, Charlie Bowen. And number 35, George Niemeyer. That is the starting lineup for the Bowling Green Bobcats. Now, starting tonight for Elsberry. Number 2, Joel Mound. Number 5, Eli Gladney. Number 11, Caden Kinsler. Number 24, Jake Reimel. And number 50, Bo Henry. All right. We have a fresh 8 minutes on this clock here, and we are going to be ready to start here in a minute. Bowling Green team's breaking up to come out to play. And the starting 5 for Elsberry's out there. It's going to be Bo Henry jumping against George Niemeyer. They get everybody in their place, ready to go. Make sure all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. And the ball goes into play to Bowling Green. They start off on offense. Charlie Bowen with the, no, not Charlie Bowen, that's Cameron Worley on the outside there. And the ball stolen away by Elsberry. Jake Reimel has it out on the point now. Dropping down onto the posts. Trying to direct some traffic. Gets it over to Eli Gladney, over to Kinsler. Get it into Jake Reimel. He tries to go up the middle and nothing was there. Couldn't get in. And there's Reimel for 3 from the low post. Couldn't get it, and Bowling Green with the rebound, and they throw it away. So on the turnover, Elsberry gets the ball. Joel Mound has it out of bounds to throw it in. He gets it into Kinsler. They got a little bit of pressure, nothing heavy. But it worked, and Bowling Green steals it and goes up. The shot was no good. Second shot, rebound no good, and Reimel has the ball for Elsberry. And Bo Henry had it right underneath and pushed it over to Gladney. Now that ball, once again, stolen by Bowling Green, and they throw it away again. We're seeing the epitome of sloppiness right now in this game from both teams. So Jake Reimel has the ball out of bounds for Elsberry, throws it into Kinsler. Joel Mound gets it over to Bo Henry, and he tries driving in, and the ball's knocked out of his hands, stays with Elsberry. They get it into Henry and back to, and there's an offensive, oh no, I'm sorry. There's a foul on George Niemeyer. That's his first. I thought they were calling an offensive foul on Gladney. And Gladney took a few steps before he threw the ball up in the air. So turnover to Bowling Green. Still no score. Just a little over 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Three-point attempt. Could tell it was going to the left. No good. Bowling Green with the rebound, though. And tried to get the ball in deep. Tried to get it into Austin Callahan, and Eli Gladney committed a foul. That's his first. And there's the first 2 points of the game. That is Cameron Worley with 2 points and a foul, so he goes to the free throw line for one shot. And his free throw is good. It makes the score 3-0, Bowling Green over Elsberry. 5:45 to go in the first quarter. And Elsberry gets it up the court. Joel Mound with it. A lot of passing going back and forth. Kinsler drives it in, and the ball is knocked out of his hand, stays with Elsberry. Joel Mound has it, tries to skyhook it up there, and Bo Henry knocked it out of bounds, and it goes over to to Bowling Green. Worley out on the point, gets it. They get it in deep. The shot was no good for George Niemeyer, but he did get his own rebound and put the ball up. So 5-0 is the score. Neither team looking all that great right now, but Bowling Green has the advantage on points. Jake Reimel just missed a straight-up layup. And we have a foul called. That foul is on Bo Henry. That's his first. And that puts Cameron Worley at the line for 2 shots. Okay, they rescinded that. That was a foul on the floor, they said. So they'll be taking it out of bounds now. That's a third team foul on Elsberry, 1 on Bowling Green. Get the ball in deep again. And shot was up for Niemeyer, but he couldn't get it to drop. And now Kinsler has the ball, brought it up the floor. Over to Reimel. Kane Sadler's in the game now. along with Deshaun Dodson. I didn't notice them coming in. Reimel's in, could not get the layup to drop. And there was George Niemeyer in for a layup. He got his to drop, and he drew a foul. That is foul number 2 on Bo Henry. So in the first quarter, Bo Henry has 2 fouls. No, they turned that around. That is Eli Gladney with 2 fouls. Free throw was no good. And rebound to Elsberry. Kinsler dribbling the ball around, trying to look for any opening he can to get in deep. Deshaun Dodson has it just stripped away from him. And there was George Niemeyer, drew a foul. Little mismatch there between Dodson and Niemeyer, a little mismatch on height. Foul is on Dodson, it's his first. Niemeyer's on the line. No good for the first free throw. Second free throw is no good. And from underneath, 2 shots for Bowling Green and nothing there. Just not dropping in. Deshaun Dodson for 3, no good. And Bowling Green has the rebound and they come up the floor fast. And we're going to get, we got a foul called. I kind of thought that'd be a travel. That foul is on Caden Kinsler. It's his first. Three-point attempt, no good. That was Cameron Worley with the three-point attempt. It's out of bounds to Bowling Green. Bowling Green throwing it around on the outside. They finally get it in deep. Now here's a three-point attempt. No good. That was Austin Callahan, and Kinsler with the rebound. And he gets it down the floor. Elsberry still has not scored any points. 5.5 minutes into this game. And Bowling Green stole that away, and just like that, Cameron Worley with another 2 points. 2:22 remaining in the first quarter. The score is 9-0. Bowling Green. Let's take a break.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home, using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
All right, we are back. Deshaun Dodson is going to have the ball out of bounds. Little controversy there on bringing in another player. He gets the ball into Kinsler. Back to Dodson. Over to Reimel. Back to Dodson. They just need to get it across the line. Dodson dribbles in, and the ball is taken right away from him. And there's another 2 points for, I believe that's Cameron Worley. And it is. Reimel in for easy layup, but it didn't drop. And who do we have there at 32? That is Gavin Dieters for 2 points. So score is 13-0. Elsberry still has not scored in this game. And the ball stolen away again. That was Michael Starks. Now we have a foul called. It's on George Niemeyer. That's his second. Right now, Elsberry's bleeding pretty badly. Reimel gets it to Kane Sadler. They finally get the ball in the basket, but it's an offensive foul, so it's not going to count. So Bowling Green's ball with 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Elsberry still has not scored. Two points for Matt McDonald. And here's right underneath for Joel Mound. Finally breaks through with 35 seconds to go. Joel Mound breaks through with 2 points from right underneath, and he'll get a free throw. That foul is on Michael Starks. That's his first. Rebound by Bowling Green. As Michael Starks put it up, it was no good, and we have a foul on Jake Reimel. That's his first. Put Starks on the line for 2 free throws. First one is good. And the second one is good. And Elsberry passing just a little bit out of control. Bowling Green takes over. Gavin Dieters brings the ball down. 16 seconds to go in the first quarter. There's a three-point attempt, and it was no good. And that is the end of the first quarter. The score is Bowling Green 19, Elsberry 2. Let's take a break.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, Think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
All right, we are back for the beginning of the second quarter. It'll be the second half of the first half. And once again, the score, such that it is 19-2, Bowling Green over Elsberry. Elsberry absolutely cannot get any shots to fall. All right, Kinsler with the ball out on the point. Gets it over to Gladney. He puts it up. No good. Bo Henry puts it up and in. Get it into McDonald. And that was thrown out of bounds. Turnover off of Bowling Green goes to Elsberry. The score 19-4. Joel Mound with the ball now. He picks up his. I don't know. I'm at a loss here of why they're afraid to take it across that line. Bo Henry for two. It took a while to roll in there, but it finally did. It circled the drain for quite a while before it went down. Bowling Green with the ball outside. Now he drives in. Ooh, fancy little pass there. And Bo Henry steals the ball. Caden Kinsler brings it up the floor. He takes it up. He does get the shot up there and draws a foul. The ball bounced off the rim. And that foul is going to be on number 34, Matt McDonald. That is his first. First shot by Kinsler is no good. It bounced around inside the rim for a while, but eventually bounced out. Second free throw. No good, and Bowling Green with the rebound. Ball stolen out of the air by Eli Gladney. So Elsberry's going to have the ball. They get it. Gets it into Kinsler. And he goes across that line. Mound with it on the high post. Back to Gladney. And there was a reach-in foul on, I think it's number 5. Yes, it is. It's on Austin Callahan. That's his first. And once again, a little controversy on whether it's a 1-and-1 or not, but that was the 6th team foul, so they're not going to be taking it to the basket. Okay, Henry had it underneath, but threw it back out again. Kinsler drives to the basket, puts up a 10-foot shot, no good, and Bowling Green has the rebound. And that shot is blocked by Jake Reimel. Not sure which one of the Bowling Green players that was that took the ball in hard right down the middle, but the shot was blocked by Reimel. Joel for three, no good. And rebound is to Callahan. And he gets it back to Cameron Worley. And there's 2 points for Gavin Dieters. Kinsler and Gladney playing pitch and catch. Now they get it over to Joel Mound. Bo Henry's going to drive in. Takes a 5-foot shot, no good. Then from underneath, Henry with 2 more points. 21-8 is the score. Worley looked at a 3-pointer, changed his mind. And Gavin Dieters drove the line. He drove up the middle and walked with the ball. So Deshaun Dodson's back out in there. Colby Twellman's out there. Reimel Twellman is underneath. And he draws the foul. And we're going to have a 1-and-1 now. Foul was on Austin Callahan. It's his second. And Colby Twellman on the line for a 1-and-1. First shot's no good. And Bowling Green up the floor in a hurry. And now we have Gavin Dieters out on the point. They have Worley down in a forward position. That pass broken up by Jake Reimel, but it does go out of bounds off of Elsberry. Stays with Bowling Green. Ten-foot shot there for Gavin Dieters, no good. Reimel brings it up. 10-foot shot is good for, who was that? I can't tell who that was. That was Kinsler. Ball thrown out of bounds. Bowling Green has a big lead, but they're not looking all that great tonight. And timeout called by Bowling Green. 3:05 left in the first half. Scores 21-10. Bowling Green over Elsberry. Let's take a break.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Okay, Kinsler has the ball to bring it up. Again, 3 minutes to go in the first half. Bo Henry started to drive in, changed his mind, got it over. Now he takes a 20-foot shot. No good, and Bowling Green with the rebound. Couldn't drive in, though. There's a three-point attempt by Worley, no good. And we have a foul called. That foul is on Bo Henry. That's his third. First shot for Michael Starks is good. He is 3 for 3 from the line tonight. And Bo Henry sits down with 3 fouls in the first half. Second free throw is good. He's 4 for 4. Reimel brings it up the floor fast. Kinsler now has it out on the point. Over to Dodson. To Reimel. Gets it in deep to Kane Sadler. He doesn't have any place to go. Dodson tried to do something with it, couldn't. Reimel gets it back to Dodson, and that's going to go over and back. Now, they just let it go out of bounds. So that's going to be Bowling Green's ball on the turnover. 1:54 to go in the first half. There's a three-point attempt, no good. Rebound to Bowling Green, puts it up, no good. And that was Worley, I believe, that got the 2 points. And he draws a foul. Makes the score 25-10 with 1:33 to go in the first half. That foul is on Kane Sadler. It's his second. First, the only shot for Worley is good. Reimel bringing the ball up the floor. Kinsler has it now. Ball stolen by Starks. And he is fouled by Colby Twellman. That's his first of the night. Put Starks back on the line. He's a perfect 4 for 4 from the line tonight. And make that 5 for 5. Perfect 6. Sadler with the ball. Twellman has it to get it across the line. Kinsler in for a layup and no good. Bowling Green brings it back down, and Cameron Worley with 2 more points. Reimel takes it up, no good. Kane Sadler was there with the rebound and 2 points. Bowling Green with a couple of rebounds and shots, and they couldn't get him to drop, and Kane Sadler finally came up with it. Kinsler having some trouble dribbling it. Gives it to Kyle Turnbull, gives it right back. Reimel's going to take it in, up, and no good. And Bowling Green can't hit theirs from down underneath all the time either. And that went out of bounds off of Bowling Green, Elsberry's ball. 6.1 seconds remaining in the first half. And Elsberry tried 2 or 3 shots from underneath, couldn't get any of them to drop. So we go into halftime. The score is 30-12, Bowling Green over Elsberry. And so we'll go over the scoring as little as there was for Elsberry. We'll go over it. Right now, Joel Mound has 2 points, missed 1 free throw. Caden Kinsler has missed 2 free throws and has a field goal for 2 points. Colby Twellman has missed 1 free throw. Kane Sadler has 1 field goal for 2 points. And Bo Henry has 3 field goals for 6 points. And Henry also has 3 fouls on him. Eli Gladney has 2 and Kane Sadler has 2. So they're at the beginnings of some foul trouble. For Bowling Green, Michael Starks has 6 free throws and a field goal for 8 points. Cameron Worley has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. He's got 12 points. 2 of those are free throws. Gavin Dieters has 4 points. Matt McDonald has 2 points. And George Niemeyer has 4 points. And he's had 2 missed free throws. So, again, the score is 30-12. Neither team really has looked all that great tonight. It's just that Bowling Green's looked better because they've scored more points. They're hitting them a little better underneath, but Bowling Green has also been missing quite a few underneath. Elsberry just absolutely isn't hitting anything from underneath, and it shows by only having 12 points. They only scored 2 points in the first quarter and scored 10 in the second quarter, so they are improving. So let's go ahead and do some halftime breaks here, and we will be back for the start of the third quarter.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com. At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program, where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better health care. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com. Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Elsberry Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that, but when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, we are back. And Bowling Green just turned over the ball then. So Elsberry takes over. Bo Henry right down the middle for 2 points. Gavin Dieters brought it up. He has it now out on the, there's Worley for three, no good. And Joel Mound had the rebound, passed it off, and was stolen by Worley, and he's in for 2 points. Score is 32-14. Bo Henry takes it in, and he draws a foul. And that foul is on George Niemeyer, and that is his fourth foul. Bo Henry's first free throw was no good. He missed by a bunch. Second free throw is good. 32-15. Bowling Green has it, gets it to the free throw line, and was almost stolen away by Elsberry, but not quite. Now this time it is, and Joel Mound's off to the races. And he cannot get it. They can't buy a layup. Absolutely cannot buy a layup. And that foul was on Joel Mound. That's his first. Up over the top of Bo Henry, and the shot was no good, and Henry got the rebound, dishes it off to Mound. Gladney looked at a three-pointer. Now Kinsler has it. Bo Henry takes a three-pointer and makes it. 32-18 is the score. Bowling Green keeping it on the outside right now. Get it underneath, and it was broken up by Elsberry, but Bowling Green got it back. Three-point attempt by Starks, no good, and Reimel with the rebound. Reimel drives in, loses control, and they're saying it was off of Bowling Green, so it stays with Elsberry. Kane Sanders coming in now for Joel Mound. Bo Henry underneath, cannot get it to drop, but he gets his own rebound. And he draws a foul while getting the rebound. That foul was on 34, I believe. Yeah, 34, and Matt McDonald. That is his second. Reimel got it into Kinsler. Kane Sadler has it. And he looked at driving it in and held it up. Eli Gladney was up and no good, but Bo Henry got the 2 points. That's 8 points for Henry just in this third quarter. 15-foot shot for Worley, no good. And Elsberry with the rebound. Kinsler brings it up. And that ball is off of Worley, they said, so it stays with Elsberry. Henry stepped on the line as he was running along the baseline. Turnover to Bowling Green. 4:14 remaining in the third quarter. Score is 32-20, Bowling Green. Three-point attempt for Worley. Oh, it was in and out. Now, where are they calling that one? They called that off of Bowling Green. So it turns over to Elsberry. Reimel has the ball to bring it across the line. And that pass was off of a Bowling Green foot. Right underneath the Kane Sadler. Beautiful play. That's the best looking play Elsberry's had all night. Bowling Green with the ball. All of a sudden, it's only a 10-point difference in score. And believe me, that's close compared to what it had been. Driving underneath, and Bo Henry up at the rebound, and he draws a foul while he's rebounding. That foul is on Matt McDaniel. That is his third. And a timeout called by Bowling Green. They're doing a little bit of bleeding right now.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, we are back. 3 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the third quarter. Score is Bowling Green 32, Elsberry 22. Ball belongs to Elsberry right now. And just like that, they throw it away. Turnover to Bowling Green. Worley with the ball out on the point now, gets it down on the baseline, back out onto the point. Gavin Dieters had it on the high post. Now back to the point there. Worley up for 2 points. Kinsler with the ball, bringing it up the floor. Now Reimel has it outside. Gets it over to Gladney. And they passed over to Bo Henry, and I couldn't see his feet, but apparently he took a couple of steps. Yeah, he took a couple of steps before he put the ball down. And that ball's thrown away by Bowling Green over the head of Matt McDonald. So Elsberry takes over on the turnover. 1:59 to go in the third quarter. 34-22. Bowling Green over Elsberry. Full court press. And it's right into the hands of Michael Starks. And he put it up for 2 more points.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
All right. 1:56 to go in this third quarter. And we have a score of 36-22, Bowling Green over Elsberry. A little bit of foul trouble. All the foul trouble before had been for Elsberry. Now we have George Niemeyer with 4 fouls and Matt McDonald with 3 fouls for Bowling Green. And this ball is out of bounds for Elsberry with Bowling Green doing a full press. They get the ball into Bo Henry. He has it over to Kane Sadler, and he barely stopped in time. Eli Gladney for 3, no good. And Bowling Green with the rebound. Ball stolen by Elsberry. And now Gladney has it. Joel Mound for 3, no good. And we have a foul called underneath the basket. It's on Matt McDonald. That's his 4th. So Bowling Green has 2 players now with 4 fouls. They get the ball into Henry. He faked everybody out, including Caden Kinsler. And it was off of his hands and out of bounds goes to Bowling Green. Right underneath to Michael Starks, but he couldn't get it to drop. Joel Mound has the ball now, and that's stolen away by Bowling Green, and it's going to be an over and back. So Elsberry gets the ball out of bounds on the far side. Once again, a lot of pressure here from Bowling Green. A lot of sloppy passing going on here, but Elsberry ended up with Jake Reimel has it out on the point now. Reimel drives up the middle, no good, and he is called for an offensive foul. That's his second foul. 34 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Score is 36-22. Bowling Green over Elsberry. Bowling Green has the ball. They get it in deep. Can't see who that is. It has the ball right now. But Kinsler came up with the rebound. Reimel up underneath it. He gets that one to drop. That's his first 2 points of the night. So at the end of 3 quarters, the score is 36-24. Bowling Green over Elsberry.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, we are back for the fourth quarter. Got a fresh 8 minutes on the clock. And the score is 36-24, 12-point lead by Bowling Green. And it's going to be Elsberry's ball to start this fourth quarter. Kinsler has the ball now. Got to get it, try to cross the line. Knocked away from him. They get the ball into Bo Henry. Reimel has it down. He's going to drive in. Puts it up and no good. He's got the one layup tonight, but otherwise he just can't buy any baskets. Worley with the ball out on the point now. Back out on the point. They can't seem to get inside any. They haven't really had much trouble getting inside tonight. That ball, they're lucky that didn't go over and back. And there is shots by Fleming, no good. Kinsler up, no good, but Bo Henry with the putback and 2 points. Again, a 10-point game. 6.5 minutes to go. There's 3-point shot for Dieters, no good, but Bowling Green came up with that rebound. And Worley has it out on the point. And who we got a foul called on here? That foul is on Jake Reimel. That's his third. Joel Mound comes out and Kane Sadler goes in. Dieters with the ball. And I'm not sure I agree with that, but I'm not the referee. Dieters had his shoulder down and ran into Reimel. That's number 4 on Reimel. Three-pointer for Starks, no good. And Worley with the rebound. And he brings it back out. We've got to try to use up some of the clock. 5.5 minutes to go. And that foul is going to be on Bo Henry. And that's going to be his 4th. Yep, that's 4 on Bo Henry. So Jake Reimel and Bo Henry each have 4 fouls. (36-26) is the score. Get the ball into Starks. And he gets the ball over to Niemeyer. Bo Henry got the rebound and was fouled by George Niemeyer. Just came in the game, and that is foul number 5 for him. So Niemeyer is the first player of the game to foul out. Joel Mound has the ball to bring it up the floor. Bo Henry passes over to Gladney for 3, no good. And thought we were going to have a jump ball, but it went out of bounds off of Elsberry, so it's Bowling Green's ball. 4:55 to go in this game. And through all of that, we have a timeout called by Bowling Green, so that saved the ball for their possession. So 4:50 to go, 36-26. Let's take a break.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
All right, we are back for the final 4:50 of this game. Once again, the score is 36-26 Bowling Green. And it's going to be Bowling Green ball out of bounds. Cameron Worley has it out of bounds, going to pass it in. He gets it in to Gavin Dieters. Cross-court pass to Starks, back to Dieters, back to Worley. He takes it right to the basket. And Bowling Green came up with the rebound, but that was Matt McDonald, and his foot stepped on the line, so out of bounds off of Bowling Green, and Kinsler has the ball to bring it up. Three-point shot for Bo Henry, no good. Bowling Green with the rebound. And that was very close to an over and back. Dieters drives in, out of control completely. And what are they calling? I think they're just calling a travel. So the ball goes over to Elsberry. 3:50 remaining in this ball game. 36-26 is the score. Kinsler gives it over to Henry. He gives it to Reimel. Gladney has it out there now. Mound goes in and no good. And Bowling Green with the rebound. And Bowling Green takes it slow. They're wanting time off the clock. Starks has it now. Back to Dieters. He puts it up, no good, and Bo Henry with the rebound. Reimel has the ball now. And we have a timeout called. I think Kinsler was thinking there was going to be a foul called. And instead we have a timeout. Let's take a break with 2:43 to go.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
All right, I always have to laugh after that commercial. I think they need to update it because there's grocery stores nowadays that do deliver. So that's kind of an old commercial, I'd say. Anyway, 2:43 to go in this ball game. 36-26 Bowling Green and Elsberry with the ball. Reimel specifically with the ball. Gladney drives in for 2 points. And Bowling Green brings it up slowly. Starks from underneath and 2 points. Back to a 10-point game, 2 minutes to go. Reimel, again, just a little bit out of control. But he does draw the foul. That foul was on Starks. It's his second. So Reimel on the line for 2 shots. First shot is good. Second point is good. We have a 38-30 game. And Henry stole that ball. Gives it over to Kinzer. Minute 45 to go. Gladney's going in for 2 points, and it was no good. Again, they just can't buy those shots from underneath. And there was There was a couple of shots there by Worley, and what they ended up calling was jump ball. Minute 13. Bowling Green's ball on the alternating possessions. Kinsler, Reimel, Henry, Gladney, and Mound out on the floor for Elsberry. And that ball gets away from Michael Starks. Turnover to Elsberry with 1:03. Kinsler brings it up fast. And I know they got to set something up, but they're taking a long time. And there, Reimel took it in. And the foul is called on Starks. That's his third foul. Well, they're only saying 2 on. No, nope, that's 3. Reimel's first free throw was no good. And a timeout is called. Got a full timeout called. 53.4 seconds remaining in this ball game. The score is Bowling Green 38 and Elsberry 30.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
All right, we are back. Jake Reimel's on the line for his second free throw. .4 seconds remaining, 38-30. Bowling Green with an 8-point lead. Second free throw is up and no good. And the rebound went off of Joel Mound and goes over to Bowling Green. And now Reimel comes out and Twellman goes in. Full pressure here for Elsberry. Worley's bringing it up the floor and a foul called. That foul is on Caden Kinsler. It's his second. That was just kind of funny there. Ball thrown out in the middle and nobody went towards it. Now we have another foul called on Elsberry. And that being a 7th team foul, that puts Bowling Green on the line. Cameron Worley is on the line for a 1-and-1. That foul was on Eli Gladney. It's his third. So Cameron Worley on the line. He is 2 for 2 tonight. And make that 2 for 3. And what do we have now? And there is a foul called on Gavin Dieters. That's his first of the night. That puts Jake Reimel on the line. He just missed his last 2 free throws. Once again, 44 seconds, 38-30 is the score. And that rims out, but okay, what are they calling here? Reimel got into the rebound, Okay, he got his own rebound and put the ball up for 2 points and drew the foul. And that foul is on Michael Starks. That's his 4th. So Reimel back at the line. And see what. Shot is good. (38-33), 5-point lead, 42.4 seconds to go. And 40.4 seconds now, and a foul called. This is going to be on. Let's see, that foul is on Caden Kinsler. It's his 3rd. It puts Dieters on the line for 1-1. And the crowd is a little noisy. Free throw is no good, and Elsberry gets the rebound. Reimel's going to take it on in. And it's in for 2 points. And timeout, Elsberry. Score is now 38-35, 33 and a half seconds to go in this regulation anyway. I'll start saying that. All of a sudden, this has turned into an exciting game. So we're just going to keep it right here. And again, I'll set it up for you. See, there's 9 team fouls on Bowling Green, 8 team fouls on Elsberry. So both teams are in the single bonus. The next foul against Bowling Green will put Elsberry on the line for a double bonus. 33 and a half seconds to go. 3-point lead for Bowling Green, and they have the ball underneath. And immediately, with only 2 seconds off the clock, immediately Deshaun Dodson's called for a foul. And that's going to put Worley on the line. Sure, yeah. That's Dodson's 2nd foul. Worley's going on to the line for a 1-1. He is 2 for 3 tonight. First shot is good. That makes it 39-35. It's now a 2-possession game. Next foul by either team goes to a double bonus. And the next shot is good. 40-35. Reimel hurrying down the floor, gets it to Kinsler, and the shot is blocked. But it's out of bounds. His 3-point attempt was knocked out of bounds. So 24 seconds. Henry with the ball over to Reimel. Reimel takes it in, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Reimel, and that's number 5 for him. So Bowling Green's ball. Offensive foul. And, well, yeah, that's the 10th foul, but that was offensive, so that's not going to count towards the bonus. So Bowling Green's ball underneath, 19.8 seconds to go. 5-point lead, and we have a timeout.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Okay, once again, I'll set it up for you. 19.8 seconds to go in regulation of this game. The score is Bowling Green 40, Elsberry 35. 10 team fouls against Elsberry, 9 team fouls against Bowling Green. And Jake Reimel has fouled out of the game. He has 9 points fouling out, and he got all 9 of those in the second half. George Niemeyer's fouled out for Bowling Green. Matt McDonald and Michael Starks each have 4 fouls. And so Bowling Green's ball underneath. Again, 19.8 seconds. 2-possession game for Elsberry. And Bowling Green gets it ahead. And Bowling Green was called for a travel. Bowling Green was called for a travel. So with 18.9 seconds to go, it is Elsberry's ball. Still a 2-possession game. Mound up for 3. No good. And on the rebound attempts, it's Elsberry's ball. Again, still a 5-point lead, 2 possessions. Caden Kinsler for 3, no good. And the ball stolen by Michael Starks. And he just holds it. And that is the end of the ball game. Final score, 40-35. Bowling Green over Elsberry. And that really did turn into a good game. And comparing how the two teams have played this year, that was an extremely good game for Elsberry. They looked terrible in the first quarter, but then came back in the rest of the game and made a game out of it. So the way Elsberry played in the second half especially, they really don't have anything to be ashamed of. I mean, it's one of the things with basketball. You're going to have a winner and a loser. There's no tie. There's no tying in basketball. There might be crying in basketball, but there's no tying in basketball. And so anyway, let's go over a little bit of the scoring here. Finishing it out tonight on the losing effort was Joel Mound with 2 points, Eli Gladney with 2 points, Caden Kinsler with 2 points, Kane Sadler with 4 points, Jake Reimel with 6, 7, 8, 9 points, and Bo Henry with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 points. 6, 9, 10, yeah, 16 points. So Bo Henry had the most points for Elsberry in this game. He also had 4 fouls, too. Jake Reimel fouled out. Caden Kinsler had 3, and Eli Gladney had 3. In the winning effort for Bowling Green Bobcats, we have Michael Starks with 12 points and 4 fouls. Cameron Worley had 14, 16, had 18 points and no fouls. Gavin Dieters had 4 points. Matt McDonald had 2 points. And George Niemeyer had 2 points, and he fouled out. And again, my points are not official. So, I might be off on those. I haven't had a chance to count up, make sure all that adds up to 40-35. But I do my best to try to keep track of it up here. So, anyway, let's take a look at something here. I know there's no games tomorrow night. Let's go back to my calendar. And Thursday night, we are back here at Elsberry for a girls' game against Mark Twain High School. That game scheduled to begin at 7 o'clock. So look for me on the air in the 6:45 vicinity. And then Friday night, right back here again for the boys' game against Mark Twain, same thing. It'll be a 7 o'clock game, and I'll try to be on the air about 15 minutes before the game starts. So, anyway, the final here tonight from Elsberry was Bowling Green 40 and Elsberry 35 on a game that started off extremely slow for Elsberry. But then they got into it and really gave Bowling Green a run for their money later on in this game and had it down to a 3-point game with just a couple of minutes to go. But, I mean, you can look at it this way. In the third quarter, the Elsberry scored 11 points and Bowling Green only scored 4. So that kind of tells you. And in the third quarter, Elsberry scored 12 and Bowling Green scored 6. So the second half was all Elsberry. They were just too far behind to catch up. So anyway, let's just close off this broadcast now. And I will be back Thursday night for the girls' game and Friday night for the boys' game. And we're getting pretty close to the end of the season here. So good night. Let's see, this is Kenny Masterson for the Indian Sports Network, and good night from Elsberry High School.